Today is all about COBRA because not understanding that law can cost you time, money, and headaches. People think COBRA buys them extra time to deal with Medicare, but in most cases, COBRA doesn't stop the 8-month timer for Part B. In our last video, we talked about when the 8-month timer starts for COBRA, what triggers the timer, and mistakes you should avoid. Today, I want to explain COBRA a little bit, how it works, and the safer way to set things up for Medicare when COBRA is involved. I know enrolling in Medicare can be overwhelming, but make no mistakes, you want to avoid the trap that could come with COBRA. Don't put off Medicare enrollment because it's easier to keep COBRA as your form of insurance when you can have Medicare. Yes, COBRA can keep you covered for a short time period, but it doesn't replace Medicare and it doesn't stop the timer for Part B. So if you use COBRA as a way to deal with Medicare later, that can be problematic. Let's get into what COBRA really is, because a lot of people think COBRA is a different type of insurance. It's not. COBRA is a federal law that allows you to keep your employer's sponsored insurance after certain events like a job loss. The problem is now you're responsible to pay the full cost yourself. And that matters because your job, which you no longer have, won't be paying their share anymore. So what used to feel affordable can suddenly get really expensive. You might be offered COBRA when you retire, get laid off, or some other life events. Think of COBRA like a temporary bridge that helps you avoid having zero coverage right away. Here's the important part for Medicare. Even though COBRA comes from your old job, Medicare doesn't treat it like active work coverage. That's why there's a timer and can penalize you when you choose to delay a certain period of time. Here's what you do next. Determine these 2 dates: your last day of work and the day the job coverage ends. Assume your 8-month timer starts at the earlier date. If COBRA is involved, don't use it as your timeline. You want to have a clear picture of what happens once you enroll in Medicare. So verify directly using Medicare.gov's website for guidance and Medicare timeline. One more thing to keep in mind: prescription drug coverage. Medicare has a rule that surprises people. If you go 63 days or more without drug coverage that Medicare considers good enough, you can get a lasting late fee added when you finally get a Medicare drug plan. So what does good enough mean? Well, it simply means that you have a drug coverage as good as Medicare or better. Most people find out their coverage is good enough because the plan sends a notice each year that basically says it. So even if you have a zero medication right now, this matters because the rule is about gap in coverage, not your current prescriptions. Here's the recap. COBRA is temporary coverage after job ends, and it usually does not stop your 8-month window for Part B. And COBRA may end once Medicare starts. In the next video, I'm going to show you what happens if someone misses the timeline. You'll notice timing is a big deal with Medicare. We'll help you get it right the first time. I'll see you guys in the next video.